I am much happy now. Oh, I'm happier now. I am. I'm happy right now. Outside of the fact that, yes, it's Friday, but I actually have a important service announcement regarding that and momentarily. But let's get to my low. Honestly, my low is, well, really nothing particularly bad happened yesterday, but I guess if I had to really stretch it and tell you guys what my low was, I think it would be, you know what? I think I know exactly what it is. Is that the show I saw last night said it was going to be on for 2 hours when really all they did was just show the first episode twice. But that's fine. Speaking of new show, that's my high, because I got a new show, I've got a new show, I've got a new show, and I'm going to talk about it here. And, gosh, what was my act of kindness? I don't even remember. What was my act of kindness? I, can't remember. Nothing I really did particularly help my grandmother yesterday. You know what? I know technically it isn't considered an act of kindness, but I still felt it was the right thing to do. And usually if it's a night where I don't visit my folks, I still take the time to call and say I love them. I mean, it's funny. I honestly never would have said that a while ago. But, December 22nd, 2020. See, 2020 wasn't all that bad, right? So, with that being said, good morning. Happy Friday, everyone. And speaking of Friday, we're in that time of year, ladies and gentlemen. If you're a Christian or Catholic and you celebrate the time of Lent, which starts on February 17th of this year, then you know that after Lent starts on Fridays, you can't have meat. So, get your meat fix in now. There's plenty of stuff you can have right now. You could have, get yourself, a burger. Burger's fine. Or, if you want to get pizza, get meat lovers. You can do that. Pretty much the sky's the limit right now, because after February 17th, you're not going to be able to have meat on Fridays until after Easter, which is April 4th. So, April 4th, 5th is Monday, 6th is Tuesday, 7th Wednesday, April 9th. So, from February 17th to April 9th, you're not going to be able to have meat on Fridays. So, yeah, I know it's still a little ways away. In fact, we're not even halfway through January yet. But here's the thing. From January 1st to February 17th, it's just barely over a month and a half. And to put things into perspective, while a month and a half may seem like a long time, I have a quick story to tell you. It was July of 2014 when my brother got engaged. In July of 2016 when he got married. And those 2 years, just like that, they flew right by. So if 2 years can fly right by, imagine how fast a month and a half is. Well, sometimes it flies right by. Some other times, it's about as slow as the speed of a glacier, But yes, I thought I should get that important service announcement out of the way. Now then, let's get on to this new show that I have. And I'm so happy I can watch this now. This show has everything I really could have wanted for what's going on right now. For those of you guys who don't know, TBS came out with a new show called The Go Big Show. Think America's Got Talent with even more action, more crazy talent and stunts, and slightly lesser stakes, but also slightly higher stakes. It's weird. See, here's how the show works. The episode last night was only an hour. And then they showed the first episode again. Okay. In which, yeah, that's why I'm a little bit tired and I stayed up late watching it. There's 6 acts, one-on-one, and the winner gets to move on to the semifinals. Now, in a way, it is sort of like America. Basically, if you're a fan of America's Got Talent, I would recommend you watch this. Is all I gotta say about that. But the talents that we saw range from jumping over giant ramps on big wheels, launching arrows with fire from your feet, bouncing on a ball while using flaming hula hoops, lifting someone with your eye sockets. I'm trying to remember all 6 acts last night that happened. And those straight up magic tricks, those are extreme. And apparently some people in the world have a superpower where they can just stick cans to themselves and let that go at will. Yeah, it's that kind of show. And it's amazing. Anyway, of those 6 acts, 3 had to move on. It was the ramp guy, which was actually Chris Curtis, I think his name is, from Nitro Circus. What else? The guy who was able to lift Rosario Dawson. Yeah, she's one of the judges. I'll get to that in a second. Up with his eye sockets. Don't ask how. It's something you gotta see to believe. And the girl who launched arrows with her feet. They moved on. And apparently, in order to move on, they have something called the Tower of Power, in which all 4 judges have to pull on some sort of throttle. And out of 100, the higher score between the 2 contestants is the one that moves on. In fact, though, we actually had our first instance of a tie. Because the 2 contestants winning against each other is the eye sockets guy and the magic tricks guy. They both got 95s, so they did the most fair, logical thing you could do. Coin flip. It's really about as fair as you... It's literally... I know, 1 act didn't move on merely because of a coin flip, but as sad as that is, that really is about as fair as you could hope for it to be. It really is. I mean... You can't really get any more fair than that. I'm saying fair a lot, but it's true. That's really all you could do in this scenario. But enough about that. Let's get into one of the main draws, because I'd seen some promotional material about the show. But how about I get into one of the main draws that brought me in, and that is the cast. Holy cow! This is what you call a host with judges cast that I'll say it rivals what I see on both The Masked Singer, The Masked Dancer, and America's Got Talent. That's how good they all are. So, you can't have a good... a show like this is only as good as the host, and they couldn't have picked anyone better. The Machine himself, Bert Kreischer. Bert Kreischer, ladies and gentlemen, really is... He's become one of my all-time favorite comedians. In fact... Here's the thing. This is a video that I am going to be doing at some point in the future. But I'm actually trying to prepare a quote-unquote Mount Rushmore of comedic stories. What are comedic stories? Basically, if you watch a stand-up special of any kind, and they get to, like, the last big story at the end. It has, like, a huge story, a huge payoff. There's, like, uproarious laughter everywhere after the joke is over, after the punchline is made. It is absolutely amazing. One of those, at least for me, is from Bert Kreischer. In fact, it's titled, I think, they don't really, it doesn't mean, these stories don't really have a title per se, but if I were to give this a title, I would call it The Machine. You know what? I'll put a link into the description down below as to what that joke is. Because trust me, it's really good. Anyway, enough about the host, which, Bert Kreischer, you are the man. I don't think you'll ever, I don't know if you'll be watching this, but if you do, be sure to, actually, you know what? I shouldn't be doing this right now, but I should probably, am I following him? Oh, I am following him on Instagram. Wonderful. Okay. For a second, I thought I wasn't. Well, that being said, maybe I should probably follow everybody else. Hold on a second. Hold on a moment. Gotta be able to find it. There we go. Anyway, hold on. Okay. Oh, God, I did that wrong again. Sorry, I keep clicking on the wrong thing. I am so sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, the rest of the cast. Well, for starters, you gotta have an older gentleman on there. Someone who's been around, someone who's seen a lot of crazy stuff, someone who, without question, you could watch, something who you've known about and watched forever, and you can never question their authority, and that guy is Snoop Dogg. Yes, they got the Snoop Dogg, or as Bert Kreischer called him, the OG. He is the OG. He is the immortal one. He is Snoop Dogg. I know I started rambling on about that a little bit, but let me tell you something. Snoop Dogg is the kind of guy, Snoop Dogg is like one of my, I have many all-time heroes, ladies and gentlemen, but when it comes to my all-time heroes, Snoop Dogg is just one of those guys where, without question, I'm just from Wayne's, where I'm not worthy. I would do that if I saw Snoop Dogg. I would also do the same thing for Weird Al Yankovic. So, yes, there is that. There is, as well as the other judges, there is the lovely and talented Rosario Dawson, the lovely and talented Jennifer Nettles, and the super strong, super awesome wrestler Cody Rhodes. They are all judges in their own right. They're all awesome in their own right. And I honestly could not have picked a better judges panel for a show like this myself. I really couldn't. Honestly, I really hope that the Go Big show, well, so far it's living up to its namesake, which is always much appreciated. But I really hope it gets to that level of fame that America's Got Talent or some of those other shows have. Because if that happens, the guest judges that they're going to potentially have are going to be incredible. I mean, this is exactly the sort of show where I would definitely see someone like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson be a guest judge on. And I mean that as a comment. I really think that's exactly what would happen. And maybe they'll get other people like Kevin Hart. Ice Cube would make for a really great judge. Or guest judge, anyway. So, yeah, Snoop Dogg and Ice Cube, that'd be awesome. Eminem, he'd be another one. I get the feeling they're getting those kinds of judges. And they'll probably get other judges too. But yeah. I definitely think that this show is going to be something big. And as of right now, on Thursdays, I have something to watch. Hopefully this show lasts a good long while so I can talk about it more and more and share it with you more and more. Right. So, I guess with all that said, there really isn't much I can say other than to the good folks over at the Go Big Show, to Bert Kreischer, Snoop Dogg, Rosario Dawson, Jennifer Nels, and Cody Rhodes. You guys are all awesome. You guys are an amazing cast. I can't wait to see more of you guys and all the stuff that you're going to watch and sometimes volunteer. Oh, yeah, some of the judges actually volunteer here. And it freaks them out, some of the stuff they do. Seriously, both Cody Rhodes and Snoop Dogg go up the giant ramp, and they are freaking out. It was something to watch, I can tell you that. So, yeah. With that being said, thank you for what you do. Thank you for giving me something to watch on Thursdays. Thank you. It's a great way to kick off the weekend, at least for me. I can't complain. Like, favorite, chat, and subscribe button. Follow me on social media. I'm trying to use YouTube. I'm very humble. I made this video for all of you guys to watch the show for today. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Friday. And remember, if you're Christian or Catholic, you can't have meat equal. Get your meat fixed in now. But after February 17th, you can't do that. And remember, if you guys want to talk to channel, I was going to be here to lend an ear. I was back. Take care and make good choices. Like watching the Go Big Show. See ya.